this year. Let's start with our learning objectives. First, identify the musical characteristics of Lowland Luzon Folksongs. Second, differentiate liturgy and devotional music from secular music. And third, write the importance of music in people's daily activities. Are you ready to learn? That's great! Let's start our lesson with our topic, which is the Introduction to Folksongs of the Lowland Luzon. Before we go through with this module, let's have our pre-test. We will have the Test A. For the instruction, write only the letter of the correct answer. Test B. Write true if the statement is correct and false if it is not. Have you heard your grandmother singing to your younger siblings in putting them to sleep? How about your grandfather? Does he sing while he works? That's great! Some of these songs that you have heard are called folk songs. In this lesson, you will be learning the folk songs of the Lowland Luzon. Let's have our first activity, which is entitled as Hear Me, whereas you will listen to a song entitled as Magtanim Ay Di Biro, and later on, you will answer some simple questions about the song.
Magtanim ay di biro, maghapon na kayo ko, di man lang makaupo, di man lang makatayo. Braso ko'y namamanhid, baywang ko'y nangangawit, hindi ko'y namimitig sa pagkababad sa tubig. Sa umaga pagkising, ang lahat iisipin, kung saan may pananim, may masarap na pagkain. Braso ko'y namamanhid, baywang ko'y nangangawit, hindi ko'y namimitig sa pagkababad sa tubig. Halina, halina, mga kaliya, tayo'y magsipag unat-unat, magpanibago tayo ng landas, para sa araw ng bukas, para sa araw ng bukas.
So here are the questions about the song that you have heard or listened to. The first one is, are the lyrics in Filipino? Second, is the concept of the music based on nature or people's work? And lastly, does the song give you a playful mood? Here are the answers. Do you got it all correct? Very good! Let's proceed to our topic, which is the folk songs. Our songs written by the folk and are sung while doing daily activities such as farming, fishing, and putting a baby to sleep. These are traditionally passed sonorally. Most Philippine folk songs have Spanish and Western influences. Did you know that the people create melodic chants and indigenous instruments based on the place where they live? And there are several characteristics of folk songs. First, it is originally passed down orally to the family and the members of the community. Second, learned through rote or listening. Third, sung in his or her own dialect. Fourth, begins in one key and ends with the same key. Fifth, composers and lyricists are usually unknown. Sixth, mood can be sentimental, playful, and humorous. Seventh, concepts are based on nature, our people's work, tradition, and culture. Lastly, it is short and simple. Are you familiar with liturgical and devotional music? That's great to hear. So what is liturgical and devotional music? These are religious music of Luzon that reveal the impact of Spanish colonization to the Philippines, which lasted for almost 3 centuries. The different Western forms of music that are used for religious rites came with the introduction of Christianity. Some of these were adapted by Filipino musicians to suit Philippine culture and tradition. So here are some examples of liturgical and devotional music. First is Passion. Second, Regina Coeli. Third, Alay ng Bulaklak kay Maria. Fourth, Diyos te Salve. Next, we have the secular music. It refers to any music that is not religious in nature. Some examples are Dungawin Mo Hirang, Mutiya ng Pasig, Leron-Leron Sinta, at Nasaan Ka, Hirog.
Buko ng papaya, dala-dala'y buslo, sisiglan ng bunga, pagdating sa tuloy, nabali ang sanga, kapos kapalaran, humanap ng iba, gumising ka nene, tayo'y manampalok, dalhin mo ang buslong, sisiglan ng hinog, pagdating sa tuloy, lalamba-lamba yun.
Okay, so we have the liturgical and devotional music and secular music. So what is the differences of those two? That's right. When we say liturgical and devotional music, it is the music that is religious in nature. That's correct. How about secular? Yes, it is any music that is not religious in nature. And now let's proceed to our next activity, which is Feel Me, whereas we will listen to Passion. And here it is.
Diyos sa kalangitan, Hari ng sangkalupaan, Diyos na walang
the song religious in nature? Second, is it an example of liturgical and devotional or secular music? What do you think? That's right, it is religious in nature. Therefore, it is example of liturgic and devotional music. Let's now have our third activity, which is fill in the blanks. Whereas we will fill the blank with the correct answers to complete the statement below. So here are the statements. For our next activity, you will observe at least 3 people in your house and check if they sing some songs while doing their household chores or work. Then, write their names and the songs they were singing on the table below. And the table contains of 3 columns. The first column is where you will write the name. The second is the work. The third is the song. For example, the name is Juan de la Cruz. The work is washing clothes. So he is washing clothes while singing Juan. Did you get it? Alright, that's great. For your assessment, we will have a 2 sets of assessment. First set is test A. Inside this box are the title of the Folksongs from the Lowland of Luzon. And this is a table. The first column is the secular and the second is the liturgical and devotional music. So you just have to identify whether the Folksongs listed above are examples of secular or liturgical and devotional music. For the next set, the set B, you will read the statements carefully, then write true if the statement is correct and false if it is not. So do you have any question? Did you understand? That's great. So you will just have to answer that on your map and notebook or on the blank sheet of pad paper. You only have 15 minutes to do that. For your assignment, interview your grandfather or your grandmother, your mother or your father about these following questions. Kindly write their responses on your map and notebook or on a blank sheet of pad paper. So these are the questions. Do you have any questions? Did you understand our lesson? That's good to hear. So, thank you very much for listening.